Good morning. We will start session 3 on chapter Quadratic Equation. So before we start, I would like to tell that you all have really done well in the test what I had conducted on Sunday. So some of you have got 40 on 40, some of you have got 39, 38, 37. So what I felt was with a good practice you can really do well. Some of you all really require a very good practice. So practicing mathematics is not just reading the content from the textbook or from the notes or what we do here. It's just taking a pen and paper and start solving the sums where you get an idea how to start and end a sum. So practice well. There are many more tests to come. You will be updated about the test shortly. And I have gone through each and every, I have gone through in detail about your paper, how you have written. So the most thing what I found was most of you all are failing to write the conclusion in the verbal sums. Now there you have given marks, it's okay. But when it comes to me, if I am correcting it without the final answer, that is statement answer, therefore the number is, the rational number is, or whatever is asked, please give the conclusion, that is must and should. So I have already updated about your performance, that how you have performed and what can be done. So I look forward that you really perform well in your next test. Let's begin with this chapter. Now till now we have completed factorization method. So next we will start method of completing the square and formula method. This will go together. When we derive the method for formula, that is completing the square, we actually derive the method that is formula method to find the solution of the quadratic equation. Now let us first start with this. What is method of completing the square? We have just step by step understanding how we go about. So we let the standard form. Let the standard form of quadratic equation be, so what is it? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, I will just go on writing here 1, 2, 3, that is stepwise. Now what steps I follow for this quadratic equation? The same thing we are going to use it in the numericals when we solve for method of completing the square. So this is the standard form of quadratic equation. So once we get the standard form, we have to see that the x square term should have no coefficient. Now what is the coefficient of x square here? Coefficient is a. So the first step is divide the whole equation by the coefficient of x square. If there is no coefficient, leave it as it is. So first one, or we'll write step 1. Step 1, divide the equation by a. So when you divide this by a, what do you get? You get this as x square plus b by a of x plus c by a is equal to 0. Okay. Step 2. What we do here is we transpose the constant to our RHS side, keeping this term in our LHS only. So transpose c by a to RHS. So this is x square plus b by a of x is equal to minus c by a. Okay. Step 3. Add half into coefficient of x whole square to both sides. Now what is half into coefficient of x? Half I will write here is, what is coefficient of x? It is b by a. So this is nothing but b upon 2a whole square. What I have to do? I have to add b upon 2a whole square, which is nothing but half into coefficient of x, that is to both sides. Let us do that, which is nothing but x square plus b by a of x plus b by 2a whole square is equal to minus c by a plus b by 2a whole square. Don't open the bracket, children. See, whenever we add that, the term the equation what we have to our left hand side will always be in the form of either a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. Always. What if it is not there? It cannot be like that. It has to be. Now look at this. This is in the form of a square plus 2ab plus b square. How this is 2ab? Just see here. A square plus 2 into a into b. 2 and 2 cancel. What will remain? xb by a. xb by a is remaining, right? So that is always in the form of a plus b or a minus b whole square. So what I will write this one as now? X plus b upon 2a whole square. That is why I told you, do not open the bracket here. Simplify this one. Is equal to minus c by a plus b square upon 4a square. Right? Take LCM. What will you get? Minus c by a. Oh sorry, we'll take LCM I said. So what is the LCM? 4a square is the LCM. I have to multiply this with a is there, 4a minus 4ac plus b square, which is nothing but x plus b upon 2a whole square. I do it here, children. So, okay. Transpose the square to other side, that becomes root. So, what do you have? It is x plus b upon 2a is equal to square root of, I will write this as b square minus 4ac upon 4a square. Right? I just wrote b square first and 4ac later. Now the numerator as it is, we cannot do anything. Look at the denominator, 4a square. Square root of that is 2a. So x plus b upon 2a is equal to, always a square root has two answers, that is plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay. We want to find the value of x here. Shift b by 2a to other side. X is equal to minus b upon 2a plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Right? So, finally, 2a is common here. X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So, we actually wanted to solve the sum for, this is the method of completing the square. We follow the same rule for method of completing the square. But when we solve this for method of completing the square, how many solutions did we get for x? We got two solutions. See here. I'll show you how. X is equal to minus b, plus or minus it is, plus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and x is equal to minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. That means x has two values here, the same rule which we are going to apply in the sum for method of completing the square, where b square minus 4ac is nothing but discriminant. It is called as discriminant. What is discriminant? We will again study that in the next session. but here we should only know what should be the value of discriminant in the given thing, which I shall be giving it after you complete this. So now what you have to do is give the heading as completing the square and formula method. Write down as it is where you get two values of x. So after this we will give a conclusion. This is a quadratic formula method where the square root of b square minus 4ac is a discriminant. So after that, after what we completed there, thus if b square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0, then the roots of the quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c, is given by x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This is called as a quadratic formula for finding roots. When do we use quadratic formula? So we use quadratic formula where it becomes really very difficult to find the factors of the given equation, or in a particular condition where we multiply first and last term, we cannot split the middle term, or the numbers are too large enough that it is very difficult to find the factors. So at that point of time we use formula method to find the roots. Now again here children, suppose if they have given the question as find the roots of the quadratic equation, full stop. You have all, you can find that by either factorization method or by formula method. But if they specify that it should be found by so and so method only, you have to stick to it. Otherwise, you can either find it by formula method or by factorization. Wherever factorization becomes very difficult, you will come to know. Now the verbal sums what we deal in this exercise, we can solve by factorization, but the numbers are very large. So formula method becomes very easy because we need not find factors there. Right? So this is the formula, quadratic formula method for finding roots, where b is equal to b square minus 4ac is known as discriminant. What is discriminant? It is b is equal to b square minus 4ac, which is also denoted by a letter delta. It's not a triangle, it is delta. We also have nature of discriminants, nature of roots based on the discriminant. We'll be doing that in the next session. This formula, quadratic formula method, is also called as Sridharacharya formula method, right? So in case solve the given, find the roots of the quadratic equation by Sridharacharya method, you should know it is a formula method. Let's quickly begin with an exercise. So now exercise, find the roots of the following quadratic equation if they exist by a method of completing the square. So it is mentioned that it has to be done by method of completing the square only. Yeah, one more thing I would like to mention. We discussed that here especially b square minus 4ac should always be greater than or equal to 0. That means I should get the values always which is greater than or equal to 0 means all positive values. What if I get by chance b square minus 4ac is less than 0 if I get? That means I get negative answers, negative, minus 31, minus anything in negative. A number which is negative, a root of negative does not exist. For example, if I tell you what is root of 9, you directly say it is 3, right? If I ask you what is root of minus 9, it is not minus 3 children. A negative root of a number does not exist. Those are called as imaginary roots, right? So b square minus 4ac should always be greater than or equal to 0. If you get less than or equal to 0 or less than 0, that is negative, we can say no root exists. The given quadratic equation have no real roots. That's all. Okay. We have a sum here where we come across it does not have a real root. So let's start quickly with an exercise. So the first main will be with method of completing the square. After that it is up to you what method you want to choose, but most of the sums I think we can follow formula method because it becomes very easy. So children, here now what I will do in the first week is I will solve first and third one. I will give you from the first week, second one as homework and fourth one as homework. Yes, and that should be done by method of completing the square. We'll follow the rules or steps what we have written. You need not write those steps. You can just write it one after the other. So the first one is, first week, 2x square minus 7x plus 3 is equal to 0. 2x square minus 7x plus 3 is equal to 0. What's the first and foremost step? We have to see that the x square coefficient should be 1. It should not be any number. So what we do here, that we have to write. You need not write step 1, step 2. But divide the equation by 2. If nothing is there, assume that if the question was like this, our first step is excluded. We need not divide that by anything. But we have here 2, so divide by 2. Any number, divide by that. So my answer, solution, the equation will be x square minus 7 by 2x plus 3 by 2 is equal to 0. Now what we have to do? Transpose the constant to the other side. You need not write, you can just transpose it. X square minus 7 by 2x is equal to minus 3 by 2. We transpose the constant to my right hand side. Now add half into coefficient of x whole square to both sides. So what is that? Half, what is coefficient of x? It is minus 7 by 2 whole square, which is written as minus 7 by 4 whole square, right? So we have to add minus 7 by 4 whole square to both sides. Let's do that. X square minus 7 by 2x plus minus 7 by 4 whole square is equal to minus 3 by 2 plus minus 7 by 4 whole square. Okay, I have told you my LHS will always be in the form of either a minus b whole square or a plus b whole square. Now how do we know 2ab if it is minus or plus based on that? So this is in the form of x minus 7 by 4 whole square. Why? Let us see. A square minus 2 into a into what is b? B is 7 by 4. 7 ones are 7 twos are. So what did I get? X square minus 7x by 2. Right? Of course, this I will write. I just wanted to show you here. Same thing we got. So I have not written b square, children. Plus 7 is nothing but 7 square by 4 is 49 upon 16. That is what which I get here. 7 by 4. So x minus 7 by whole square is equal to minus 3 by 2 plus 7 square. Minus minus plus it will be 49 by 16. Okay. Now what we will do here is simplify this term first now. X minus 7 by 4 whole square is equal to 2 and 16. LCM is 16. So this is 8 into 1. 3 8s are minus 24 plus 49. X minus 7 by 4 whole square is equal to 49 minus 24. One more hint, children. You always get RHS most of the time. Like if 90% of the sums are perfect squares only. Very few sums where you don't get perfect squares, we need to consider them as root. But almost not even 99% you get sum as here also perfect square. Remember that. So this is 25 by 16. doing this sign. Square transpose to other side. X minus 7 by 4 is equal to square root of 25 by 16. A square root has always two types of answer. One is plus and minus. So x minus 7 by 4 is equal to plus or minus 5 by 4. Okay. Now final value. X is equal to, I have to transpose here, right? Okay. Plus or minus 5 by 4 plus 7 by 4. Now x is equal to 5 by 4 plus 7 by 4 and x is equal to minus 5 by 4 plus 7 by 4. Plus or minus 5 by 4. I have to consider 5 by 4 once as plus and once as minus. So here x is equal to 7 plus 5 is 12 by 4 and here x is equal to 7 minus 5 is 2 by 4. So 4 ones are 4 threes are, x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 1 by 2. These are the two answers how we get. Yeah, of course the method is lengthy but this is how you have to solve it. So as I have given second and fourth one for homework, I will start with third one. So that is 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. So first and foremost step is the coefficient of x square is 4. So divide the equation. Divide the equation by 4. So this is going to be now x square plus root 3 because even here we have 4 plus 3 by 4 is equal to 0. The next step is now transpose the constant. X square plus root 3x is equal to minus 3 by 4. Now add half into coefficient of x whole square to both sides. Now what is half into coefficient of x is root 3 whole square to both sides. So which is nothing but root 3 by 2 whole square. Okay. So x square plus root 3x plus root 3 by 2 whole square is equal to minus 3 by 4 plus root 3 by 2 whole square. As already told children, it's going to be in the form of either a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. So it's plus here, a plus b whole square. X plus root 3 by 2 whole square is equal to, split this, minus 3 by 4, root 3 square is 3, 2 square is 4. So what did we get? 0. X plus root 3 by 2 whole square is equal to 0. So equation also is not equal to 0. It's still there. X plus root 3 by 2 is equal to, when square goes to other side that becomes square root. So square root of 0 is 0, but every square root has two solution, that is plus or minus. Though plus or minus does not exist for 0, still write. Why I will tell you. Otherwise you will only find one solution for this. See, it's a quadratic, it has to have two solutions, right? That is why we will show it with two solutions now. There is no meaning if you write plus or minus 0, it is 0 only. But still, to show that it has two solutions, we will write and assume like this. X is equal to, first is, I'll transpose root 3 this side. So it is minus 0 minus root 3 by 2. So x is equal to minus root 3 by 2, and now x is equal to plus 0 minus root 3 by 2. It is going to be same thing. So x is equal to minus root 3 by 2. So what are the values? X is equal to minus root 3 by 2, comma minus root 3 by 2. 2 times. plus or minus, just to show that, that's all. So this is how we find, right? Second and fourth one is for homework, children. Look at the second main. Find the roots of the quadratic solution, a quadratic equation given in the question 1, that is first main, above by applying quadratic formula. Now what we have to do is, we have to repeat the same question, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, but by quadratic formula we need to find here. So let's continue that. The question main is 2, but the equations are of the first main questions only. So now here what I will do is, I will change the sums. I will give a different set of sum for homework. So second main, by quadratic formula method, I will give you first one as homework and second one as homework. Okay, in quadratic formula method. So second main, first and second are given for homework. We'll start with third one. So third one is 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. We should remember the formula here. So let's write. For that we require ABC, because square root b square minus 4ac, we have ABC terms there. So what is A? A is 4. What is B? B is 4 root 3. What is C? C is 3. So discriminant delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. Let us first find this. See, directly you can apply the formula also and do, but we need to first know the discriminant. Why we should know the discriminant? Because our solution of the quadratic equation depends on the discriminant. If the discriminant is greater than 0, only it exists. If it is less than 0, why should we unnecessarily solve and check, right? So what is b square? B square is 4 root 3 whole square minus 4 into 4 into 3. 4 square 16, root 3 square is 3 minus 4 4s are 16, 16 3s are 48. This is also going to be the same thing. 48 minus 48. So delta is equal to 0. That is b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, which is it exists. Why? Because our discriminant should always be greater than or equal to 0. Now I will apply the formula here, children. You have to write it down. Therefore, x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. This has to be written. This is the formula. Now let's directly apply it up. What is b value? Minus in the formula 4 root 3 plus or minus. What is b square minus 4ac? We already got this as 0 divided by 2a. A is 4. 2 into 4. So 2 into 4, it is plus 0, so it does not exist anymore. 4 and 4 can get cancelled. So what do you have? You have minus root 3 by 2 plus 0 and minus root 3 by 2 minus 0. X is equal to. Therefore, x is equal to minus root 3 by 2 and minus root 3 by 2. Did we get the same answer? Yes, and we have to get the same answer. You do that by any method, the solutions to the quadratic equation will be seen. This is how we find solutions to the quadratic equation by quadratic formula method. See, verification is what answer you get in the first main, the same answers you get in the second main also. Okay. Quickly, we'll start with the fourth one. So, second main, fourth one is 2x square plus x plus 4 is equal to 0. So, let's find out what is A. A is 2, B is 1 and C is 4. So discriminant delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. What is b? 1 square minus 4 into 2 into 4. 1 square is 1, 4 4s are 16, 16 2s are 32, that is minus 31. Discriminant is minus 31, which is less than 0, right? So will it have a solution? No. What we have, see, it is root, that means I will get further discriminant as root of minus 31. If discriminant is less than 0, the solution to the given quadratic equation does not exist. So you need not even proceed further. Based on the discriminant, we do that. That means children, in completing the square method, you know what you will get. So you will get some part here, which is in the form of a plus b or a minus b whole square is equal to, you will get there also as minus 31. Where completing the square method. Do not proceed with the sum. You will get like this. No, you will get like this. Sorry. Then the square will turn here. This term is equal to square root of minus 31. You get it like this in completing the square method. Stop here only. After that you need to write since discriminant is negative, so roots of the quadratic equation does not exist. That is what we will write. So for that we will write here the same thing what they have given in the equation part also. Since b square minus 4ac is less than 0, therefore the solution, the roots of the quadratic equation does not exist. That means they have no real roots. This can be your explanation. Okay. So with that we complete your quadratic formula method. Now quickly we go with the third mean. So what we will do in today's session is we'll complete third mean. We have two sums here. Again I am going to give one for homework. And from fourth sum onwards we have verbal sums. So fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, 9, 10, 11 sum we'll be doing it in the tomorrow's session. I'll be completing third mean now. Children, third mean, first one I'll give you homework. Now what have they given? Find the roots of the following equations. It's up to you children, whether you want to do that by factorization method or you want to do that by quadratic method, formula method. Now you will come to know, because sometimes you come across a certain equation where there is no solution. Now for example, I'll just give you an equation. See here, it is 2x square minus x plus 4 is equal to 0. Find the roots of the quadratic equation. Okay, so what you do now? You multiply first and last term. Here, in exam if it is given. When you multiply first and last term, what do you get? 8x square. Factors of 8 is 4 2s are 8 1s are. Any more factors? No. But when you product of this is 8, add and subtract, do you get minus 1? No, you cannot get minus 1. That means you cannot do this by factorization method. At this point of time, you have to apply quadratic formula. That is why quadratic formula method was introduced. So let's quickly begin with the third mean. Third mean, first one I have marked for homework. Second one here. One upon x plus 4 minus 1 upon x minus 7 is equal to 11 by 30. x not equal to minus 4 and 7. Why? Because if x equal to minus 4, equation will become 0. Same as if x is equal to 7. It's just given. We cannot get answer as x is equal to 4 and 7. Yeah, that's the meaning. So don't break your head much on that. So simplify. First of all, what you do here? Take LCM. What is LCM? X plus 4 and x minus 7. Product of these two. Multiply this by x minus 7, multiply this by x minus 4. So this will be x minus 7 minus of x plus 4 is equal to 11 by 30. So x minus 7 minus x minus 4 divided by x plus 4 of x minus 7 is equal to 11 by 30. Plus x minus x cancel, minus 11 upon x plus 4. You are wondering why am I not multiplying with that? We can multiply now or later, both are same. X minus 7 is equal to 11 by 30. Children, I can directly cancel 11 and 11 if you want. Because 11 if I bring it down it can cancel, minus 1 will remain. So cross multiply, it is 1 here also. So when you cross multiply this is going to be minus 30 is equal to, cross multiply here, that's going to be, I'll multiply and write x square minus 7x plus 4x minus 28. Okay, so that is how we got the equation now. Next part what I will do here now is x square 7 minus 4 minus 3x, right, minus 28 plus 30 is equal to 0. X square minus 3x as it is plus 2 is equal to 0, right. So x square minus 3x plus 2 is the equation. Now check, you can also do this by formula method, you can also do this by factorization. Nobody has told you anything. Check for factors if you want. So when we multiply this, factors are 2x square. When we add and multiply, when we add and subtract, we have to get minus 3. So 2x into 1x minus 2 minus 1. Minus 2 minus 1 will give minus 3. Minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2. You can do by factorization or by this. I'll go with factorization, children. You can also try this with formula method. I'll do it here. X square minus 2x minus 1x plus 2 is equal to 0. X common, x minus 2, right here also x minus 2 minus 1. X minus 1, x minus 2 is equal to 0. X minus 1 is equal to 0. X minus 2 is equal to 0. X is equal to 1. X is equal to 2. So x is equal to 1 and 2 are the given roots of the following equation. So with there we complete this. In case if it was by formula method, you need to write what is A is 1, B is minus 3, C is 2. Then find discriminant. You will have the discriminant, apply that with the formula and you can solve it. So with this we complete this exercise only till the numericals part. So verbal sounds from 4th to 11th, I'll be doing that in the tomorrow's session. So I've given you first main, second main as well as third main homework. So please complete that. Any doubt, you can call and confirm on the same day of the video set.